This video, it's going to be the weekly forecast for the third week of August. Alright, so let's get started. Over here we have the monthly chart for both ES and NQ, and if I were to mark the last down close candle, it is going to be these two candles, right? So we can see the aggressive reaction away from 50% and 75%, right? So next up, we drop into the weekly time frame. We have formed the weekly swing low. Okay, so this swing low has taken out this swing low right here. But if you look at the bodies, this right here is SMT, right? So because we have SMT down here, I am thinking that we are going to reach for new all-time highs. Heading down lower into the daily time frame. Right, so if you can recall, for my previous weekly forecast, I mentioned that once we get a closing price above this order block or this fair value gap right here, we are most likely going to look for buy side liquidity on ES and on NQ. So moving into next week, I believe the draw on liquidity would be towards the upside, so we are going to anticipate buy side delivery. Whether or not we can drop down and take out Friday's low before we send the price higher is another issue, right? We have to look at how we open up on Sunday. So short-term low-hanging fruit objectives would be the complete fill of this volume imbalance at this price right here, 5602.25. For ES, I am anticipating it to even take out this swing high and reach for this inefficiency up here, because ES is way more bullish than NQ. Remember, on a weekly time frame, it has made a higher low. For NQ, the safer objective would be this volume imbalance here, which is also a new day opening gap. And then you're going to try and see, you're going to see if it can try to reach up into this inefficiency up here. So for next week, we are going to start the distribution phase. So it is the third week of August, and if you drop down into the 4 hours time frame, you can picture the monthly candles formation. So right here, this is the monthly open. For yes, it's right here. So we open up the monthly candle right here. We dropped during the first week and towards the second week of August. Second week of August, we have this from here. It starts from here. Second week of August, we rallied higher towards the opening price. This is the monthly open, August opening price. And then if you were to measure this range as your manipulation, we are definitely going to reach up into these highs and maybe even further. Okay, so just keep in mind, I wouldn't try to short this even though it looks like we are in premium and price hasn't offered any form of retracements, I think it's better to stay on the long side until proven otherwise. Okay, because right here price is telling you that it's in a rush to get to somewhere. Okay, but do keep this point at the back of your head, right? So the point is that right now we are in August. So in August, usually price action tends to be in a accumulation, which means we would hover around in extreme ranges, but in the end we would close near the open. So that could be the profile that is setting up for the month of August as well. So we can trade up higher, but then right before September we drift back lower near to the monthly open. That is also possible. So don't try to, because ICT mentions that usually in the month of August price action tends to be choppy, and as you can see during this range, not range, but during this movement higher, there wasn't a lot of opportunities to be captured towards the upside if you are a ICT trader, okay, trying to use ICT concepts to enter a position. It is very hard for you to find any form of support, or like any form of reason to go to enter a position and have a logical low risk stop loss. All right, so just keep in mind. Okay, and I think that is basically it for the weekly forecast. Right, so TLDR, we are bullish and we will continue to seek buy side until proven otherwise. Low hanging fruit targets for ES next week would be this. Low hanging fruit for NQ would be this new day opening gap. Right, and let me just check the calendar, the economic calendar for next week, and see what we have. Right, so we only have news on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. On Wednesday we have FOMC meeting minutes. Thursday we have PMI, and then on Friday we have something interesting. We have the Jerome Powell speaking at 10 a.m. You would probably want to skip Friday because it's going to be really choppy during the New York session, unless you are trading in the PM session or in the London session. That is viable, but I would be skipping the New York session for Friday because Jerome Powell is speaking, and when he speaks, price action is not that high probability. Okay, so the best days to trade for me would be Thursday and maybe Tuesday if we can do some form of manipulation on Monday, right? So if Monday can take out Friday's low, or if Monday trades up into the objective, then I am pretty sure there would be a nice setup on Tuesday. Other than that, Wednesday, it depends, but you want to keep it to before New York lunchtime, if anything, because during the PM session we have the FOMC meeting minutes. Even though it's not like a super volatile news driver, but they could want to find reason to chop price around, and during August usually that's the case, right? So just be careful on next week. I mean, for the best highest probability trades, I think it's going to be on Thursday. So since it is going to be on Thursday, I would probably look for reversal patterns, reversal market profiles. So let's see if Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday can provide us with a one directional move. If so, I would look for reversals on Thursday. Pretty simple, okay? And yeah, that's it for the weekly forecast. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you find any value or gain any insights, do leave a like. And if you have any questions, do leave them in the comments section down below. Okay, and I'll see you again.